A Drop at Home in the Immense Sea of the Divine Will, by 4 Drops. A sequel to A Drop in the Immense Sea of the Divine Will and A Drop Deeper in the Immense Sea of the Divine Will. Based on the works of Luisa Picaretta. Part 18. 38 years before Luisa wrote her last passage in Volume 36, Jesus told her where he was taking her. The height of the perfection of a soul undone in my will is such that she reaches the point of operating like God. And this is no wonder, because, since it is no longer her will that lives in her but the will of God himself, every amazement ceases. She possesses the power, the wisdom, the sanctity and all the other virtues that God himself contains. It is enough to tell you, so that you may become enamored and cooperate as much as you can on your part to reach such a point, that the soul who arrives at living of my will alone is Queen of all queens, and her throne is so high as to reach the throne of the Eternal One. She enters the secrets of the most august Trinity, and participates in the reciprocal love of the Father, of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Oh, how all the angels and saints honor her, men admire her, and the demons fear her, seeing the divine being in her. Luisa's immediate response to Jesus is our response to, "Ah, Lord, when will you make me arrive at this, since by myself I can do nothing?" The truth is that there is something we can do on this journey to be at home in the immense sea of the divine will. First and foremost, do not just gather information on the gift. Put into practice the truths you learn and cooperate as much as you can on your part to reach such a point. The Jews prayed for the Messiah for hundreds of years. But it was the Blessed Mother who finally secured the long-awaited promise from God. She made it happen. The Church has been praying for the kingdom to come for 2,000 years. Now we have arrived at a crucial point in world history comparable to the moment Mary pleaded with the Father to send the Messiah. Just like Mary, we have to crawl onto the Father's lap, plead with him not to delay, and break loose his promise of heaven coming to earth. With the chains of our love we want to disarm the Father and hear him say to us what he said to Mary, "Daughters and sons of the divine will, who can resist you? You have won. The divine hour has come. Souls in the divine will have to make it happen. Never underestimate your power to negotiate with God." Jesus told Luisa, "One who lives in my will has dominion over all, and we love her so much that we even let her dominate ourselves." Oh, how many times we let her win. Many times our joy is so great that we let our will win in the creature instead of ourselves. It does not matter where you are on the journey to be at home in the immense sea of the divine will. Crawl onto the Father's lap with the other souls living in the divine will and tell the Father, "Let the kingdom come so your will is done on earth as in heaven." All must be made ready for our King's glorious return. Now is the time, Father. Now is the time. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we'd first begun. Checklist. 4 signs that the soul lives in the divine will. 1. The soul knows where she is. 2. The soul knows with whom she has something to do. 3. The soul knows what she can receive. 4. The soul knows the good she has already received. 4 gifts of living in the divine will. 1. Gift of prayer. The prayer of the soul becomes universal, and each time she prays, she has such power that all things pray, even God's attributes. 2. Gift of love. The soul loves with a new, ever-growing, continuous love. 3. Gift of inseparability. The soul is in a union with God so that she arrives at the point of feeling God's life more than her own. 4. Gift of triumph. The soul is made triumphant over all, triumphant over herself, triumphant over God. All is triumph in her, triumph of grace, of sanctity, and of love. The end of the Drop Book series.